What is up? Welcome to the January transfer window of Season 8, where we're 4 points top of the league after a brilliant December. We're into the Carabao Cup semi-finals, where we'll be facing Everton in a two-legged affair. You can see a busy January. Got Wrexham in the FA Cup, Everton in the Carabao Cup. You got Lille and Bilbao in the Champions League final games, where it does not matter what happens. We have automatic promotion. You can see the other leg against Everton. Bunch of other games. I'm actually going to be heading into March for the first time, because I thought I would do something a bit different. I would make sure I get the round of 16 done in the Champions League. So the final game will be just before Brentford, because if we do win against Everton, we'll have a Carabao Cup final. We will have all these games here, plus Champions League in between, just to try and make sure we get to show a quarter-final or a semi-final of a competition that we have never shown before. So yeah, the first game is going to be the home game. The first leg of the two against Everton in the Carabao Cup. So I'll see yous then. Alright, first game of the episode. The home tie against the 4-4-2 holding Everton team, who in the last 5 games have lost 4 but won their FA Cup game by the seams of it. They play tiki-taka. A nice little fresh system. I'll probably just have a quick look and show you ourselves if we go to the FA Cup. We obviously won our game. We'll just scroll down. Everton beat Oxford United 3-2. So it was a close affair, but they did win. We have made a couple of signings. Mirinda. A couple of things. Mirinda's out on loan to Crystal Palace. We're going to try and get out on loan our two strikers and a right wing that came back from a year. We have also made a signing thanks to a cash injection of 87 million. And we pipped them from our title rivals Arsenal. A left winger called Grevas, who we're going to convert. And he will be our new starting right wing. At the moment, for the next couple of weeks, he'll be playing striker. Back up to Mane. Insanely high potential. Insanely good. And I think we kind of got away with the fact when you only hear we paid 79 million for a potential of 93 with that kid. It's actually quite good. We were thinking about Ethan Munyeri, and then we decided to go left wing, see who we could convert. It's only going to be a couple of weeks. But that's now. Well, that's for the future. Right now, we have a semi-final game against Everton, which we really should comfortably win. Brakovic is one of last couple of games as a starter. Plays a nice ball to Yeboah. Mane through, open. That's over the crossbar. An early squander with Graham Potter as the Everton manager. Always likes to be a thorn in my side, barring any massive directions. That's good from Peter. Gets Kirk on the run. Kirk, can he do his trademark? He can, but Onana saves, but Brakovic is there. And it's 1-0 in the semi-final. If we make this 2 or 3, we can go to Hill Dickens Stadium and not have to worry whatsoever. And that's another interesting choice. But we still keep the football, so I'm not really going to sit here and berate. And that's beautiful. One-touch stuff. Brakovic to Mane. Onana can't do anything. And it's 2 goals in the first half on what should be a very easy 2-leg semi-final. Should be very easy. It's nice one-touch stuff. Onana can't do anything when you smash it back the way he just came from. Boa doing enough defensively, and Barreri will come and chip in with an interception, but then gives the ball away straight back. Jaquette can't do anything, and now Everton have a really good chance to attack. So good, in fact, they're going to score. It's a 2-1. Barry with a goal. Now we need to score again. We need to take a decent cushion. We have to at least take a winning situation to the Hill Dickens Stadium. A decent one. Oh, Brakovic, what you doing? That was good. Barreri. Should find Yeboah with that. To Peter. To Mane. Mane strikes. Scores! And the 2 goals are restored. Now the time to make some changes. And maybe try and get another goal out of this game. 1 minute at a time. That should be the game. If we can just see it in their half, we will. So 3-1 to the Hill Dickens Stadium. Hopefully that's enough to make it to this final of the Carabao Cup, which could happen later this episode. Good first result. We have to wait a month to find out the next step of this Carabao Cup journey. But we're now 1 step away from being in another cup final. But this time, a domestic one, which is what we want on a plan to potentially win the triple. Alright, we're here, finally. It's taken us a while, but we're here for the game against Nottingham Forest, and we can now thankfully say, despite our rocky form, we are now into the final of the Carabao Cup, and will be against Manchester United. So, that is not until next episode. We have been on a bit of rocky form. We've won out of our last 3 games. Champions League match, that didn't care. Did not matter about Bilbao. We beat Arsenal again. We lost in the cup. So we've only played 1 league match since the Arsenal win. And we are 10 points clear. We face Forest, who are in 4th. So a tough opponent. But a team I think we can fairly beat. I think his team's good enough. Kirk's not fully fit, but we're just going to start him anyways. It's against a higher opposition, so we must hold ourselves to the higher fold. And hope we can keep this going. Because Forest could cause us a bit of problem. Alright, Diego Leon, can you tackle? Use your strength. That will work. And Grivas. And that's not a good introduction to your home supporters, sir. Oh, this isn't good. This is not good at all. That's an open gap. Thankfully, Banzer, you were there. Otherwise, we would have went 1-0 down, and that's not the greatest way to start. But that was good from Goudabali. And now Grievous can run. He can find Mane, who has the space. We'll find Kirk. Kirk with a shot. At least we've had an attempt. Oh. That's not good. We can't be giving the ball away like that. We cannot be giving the ball away like that. Grievous, can you just go around? By the time you go around, he's already given the ball away. Hutchinson beats Barreri. Why are all our players so weak? And that is a shot he will not want to see again. Fans are getting frustrated. I mean, I can agree with them. It's pretty frustrating. Grievous. Rousseau. Barreri. This is the movement we so like. Peter. Oh. Yeboah. At least you win it back, but Yeboah, you can't be doing that. Barreri. They get Everyone is just getting tackled by the back line of Forest, like Forest have a gravitational pull. Grievous has space. Looks to play it to Peter. First time shot, and we finally found an answer to break this Forest side. 5th goal in the Prem for Peter this season. But a nice little one-touch shot with his strong foot, little toe poke, is enough. That is how we're going to beat them. That is how we're going to get more goals in this final 10 minutes. Hutchinson, Peter. Peter wins the ball, loses it straight away. Gudabali wins it. Just get the ball up the field. It's up to Mane. Well, that was a weird ending to the game. I wanted Peter to boot the ball up. He decided to go for a bicycle shot from 50 yards out, but we win the match 1-0. At least it's not a draw. Okay, final game of the episode. It's the final game of the month against Sunderland, who have lost 1 in their last 5. We actually haven't been doing too bad ourselves. We did draw against City in the last match, so the gap is now 8 points. But we should be fine, because I don't think we have as many hard opponents. We're going to play the strongest side we can. And I think after this match, I think we will find out who our Champions League opponents for the round of 16 is going to be. Hoping it's not that bad, but we're away at the Stadium of Light. Trehune wanted to play. He also wants to leave, so it's kind of counterintuitive. Let's see what we can do against Sunderland. Mane wants to get back on the score sheet, and he wants to do it very quickly. Forcing a save from the keeper inside the opening couple of minutes. We'll tell one of our players to come short, but we're not going to use him. Probably would have been better using him. Should find Barreri. Barreri just can't get it back to Peter. It's Grievous. He's going to take a shot. It'll hit Dan Ballard. Peter. Kirk. Gets the ball cleared away from the Sunderland goal. Pedro Porro was the one who did it. He's at Sunderland now. Transfers. It's the one thing. I don't know who is where. Wasn't really paying attention, but there's so much space for Sunderland to do a job. Why are our fullbacks trying to cut inside when there's players out wide? On defense, Jaquette makes a mistake, has to run with the man, does. Leon will play it to Kirk. And Kirk against Porro. Shouldn't be too much of a mismatch. All about speed. Yoro, or Porro even, can't do anything, and that pass was awful. Grievous. He was offside anyways, it wouldn't make a difference. What? No. Game. I know what you're doing. I now know what you're doing. You ain't clever. I spotted you. Making me draw this, aren't you? You're making this an actual title contention because you don't want me to win the league. Because there ain't no way that guy does that touch in that situation. He's just won the football. Yeboah. Nice. Final attack. Mane. Oh, you can't win the ball. So the Stadium Light's going to be 0-0. How wonderful. More points dropped. We are struggling. Which is absolutely lovely. Right when we don't need to. We should have had about 6 goals that game. We couldn't finish our chances for the first time. Okay, folks, we're here. So, it's 23rd. We're 6 points ahead of Arsenal now. It's now getting to the point of the stage where I've just had a look at their games. Their games aren't horrendous. There are a couple of hard ones. I think we've now faced all our hard ones. I think Spurs is probably the last hard game we have. We face Liverpool twice, Arsenal twice, City twice. We're about to face Chelsea. You can see that's the next game. So Spurs and maybe Brighton are next. Which isn't the greatest for 6 points. Those 2 draws, the Sunderland one is inexcusable, but the City one's fine. Well, I guess it leads to March. What team are we facing in the Champions League? As long as it's not a good one, I can handle it. And the survey will say Barcelona. Barcelona. Wonderful. We've got Wolves before that. We've got West Ham in between both. Obviously, United in the first game of the next episode at Wembley. Goodness. You can see Spurs, Chelsea, Brighton. We got 3 big games against opponents in the top 10. It is our Premier League to lose. It really is. And we've got to hope somehow we can knock away the Barca Giants. Let's actually have a look and see if we can find out who's in their team. Have a quick look at their team. So they've got Lennon, they've got John Garcia still. Cordova, they got Mark Guehi, Eric Garcia, Luca Belli, Koundé, Gonzalez. So they've got Ansu Fati still. Gil Fernandez, they got Pedri still, Pablo Gavi still. They got Fernandez, Dani Olmo's there, Lopi, Martinez there. I got Jamal's still there. Bradley Barcolo's there. I've got the regen of Lewandowski there. Their team looks very, very good. So we might not win the Champions League this year. We might not win the Champions League this year. To be honest, when you compare it to last season, we did get very, very lucky getting through with facing the weaker teams. Apart from City. Well, I wouldn't say weaker teams. We actually had Dortmund. And then what? It was Atletico, City, then Liverpool in the final. So we just got to go against an even bigger team to start off with. Have a quick look. Spurs got knocked out by Barcelona on pens. So if Spurs are taking in the pens, I think we have a good enough chance. City, Real Madrid is the other big game. Well, we got a lot to do in the final 3 months. We got a Premier League to win, a Carabao Cup to win, an FA Cup to definitely try and win that as well. We are on course at the moment to win all 4 competitions, but we're going to have to improve our form. We're going to have to figure something out. Otherwise, we could be in quite a big trouble. But I'll see you then. Peace.